Musididi will be sworn in by the Chief Justice in the presence of King Letsie III, as well as dignitaries from SADC member states. SADC heads of state and government, including President Jacob Zuma, will attend that event. Deputy President and SADC facilitator Cyril Ramaphosa is already in Lesotho, along with International Relations Minister Maete Mashabane. Security agencies say it's all systems go, and protocol officers are waiting for the dignitaries to arrive. Supporters are singing outside the gates as well as inside, dressed in different party regalia. Musisiri was the Mountain Kingdom's Prime Minister between 1997 and 2012. Lesotho are hoping for economic improvements in his term of office this time around. Let's stay with that story and get a little bit more information on today's inauguration. We're crossing live to SABC News contributing editor Vuyo Mvoko. He is coming to us from Maseru. Vuyo, a very good morning to you. Thank you once again for joining us. We can see the stadium is fast filling. What's happening at the moment?
Well, thanks, Ayanda. It's getting noisier and noisier as party supporters are singing and yelling at each other at times, because as much as behind me it's a group of supporters supporting the ruling coalition, on the other side of the stadium is a much smaller group belonging to the ABC. So at times they sort of tease each other, but it does add to the atmosphere, because as things stand, no one fears anything untoward that may happen. Lots of soldiers have been deployed here to keep peace. Fewer police, which other people interpret to mean that because now the coalition that is going to be in power is the soldiers are more supportive of it, less so than the other group. Perhaps this is a sign of the future and other things to come. You're going to see more and more soldiers on these types of festivities, because some people say the soldiers support the new coalition, but we don't know how far true that is. But safe to say, I mean, SADC has been really working hard to ensure that the police and the army work together, and indeed that there is stability in this country. So hopefully what we're seeing today is not a sign of things to come, or if it is, it doesn't run deeper than the surface.
We are less than an hour to go before the official proceedings begin. They're scheduled to start at 9 o'clock, as we understand. Preparations, has everything gone according to plan?
Well, as things stand, we are told, I mean, there are judicial officers to my left who were busy rearranging the chairs, because they are responsible for that part of the ceremony, which will have to be done like neatly and according to procedure. So they were going through the drill of who comes at what point to hand over what to who, and who speaks exactly at what time, and so on. So they were busy doing a brief rehearsal of that part of the ceremony. We also saw earlier the senior officials of the army and the protocol officers looking at who's going to sit where among the dignitaries who will be sitting right next to us here to my left. So it does look like things are going pretty much according to plan as of now. We are also told that the president is scheduled to arrive, President Jacob Zuma, that is any time from now, around 8:30. That's when he's expected to arrive. So as things stand, it looks like everything is going according to plan. Later on, immediately after the swearing in of the Prime Minister and the speeches, there will be an announcement of the new cabinet. Prime Minister Pagadita Musisidi will be announcing the men and women who will take charge of this government, of his government beyond this point. So as things stand, everything looking like it's going pretty much according to plan. There might be slight delays, someone was telling us, but it's nothing unusual.
Let's leave it there, at least for now, Vuyo. As I mentioned a little bit earlier on in the show, we will continue crossing live to Vuyo Mvoko, getting the very latest from the ground there, live from Maseru.